Hi, it's Penny here from Being Mrs. C again, and I've got another charity shop haul for you today. Now this is a real example of why with charity shopping you need to go to the same shops regularly, because I've just been to the two shops that are just down the road from me. I last went to them on Friday and I came out on Friday without a single thing. I felt a bit disappointed, nothing there that took my fancy at all, clothes, bric-a-brac, kids stuff, nothing. Today though, brilliant. So I'll start off and show you what I've got, and I've got a real mix of things today. So first up, we've got a Thomas the Tank Engine jigsaw. So this is two jigsaws in there, one 12-piece one, one 24-piece one. This would be brilliant for Master C. He's massively into Thomas at the moment, and he's also really into jigsaws, and I'm getting a little bit bored of the ones that I've done time and time and time again. So hopefully he'll enjoy this. Now, the shop I got this from, I know they're really good at checking everything and making sure all the pieces are there. So the box is sealed by them. I haven't checked it in the shop, but I've put my faith in them, so fingers crossed they haven't let me down this time. So, jigsaw for Master C. So if I've got a thing for one child, you need to get something for the other child. So for little Miss C, I found, this, which is a set of Room on the Broom puzzles. So she loves Room on the Broom. Julia Donaldson, of course, with Axel Scheffer doing the artwork. So 4-in-1 jigsaw puzzles. We've got, what, a 12-piece, a 16-piece, 20-piece and a 24-piece. So she should be able to do all of those on her own, I'd have thought. I suppose the smaller one might be a bit easy for her, but maybe she can help her brother do that one. So another brilliant find there. And they were both £1 each, I should just say. So £1 each, so £2 in total. Now, another thing I always look out for in charity shops are Orchard Toys games. If you haven't come across these, they're brilliant educational games, all made here in the UK. And they also have a really good system where for all their games, if you're missing a piece, you can go on their website and request a missing piece from them and they'll send it out to you, which is a really nice touch. Keeps the games in circulation for much longer, but also means you can buy second hand without being too worried about something being missing. So I've got here, this is called Ookie Spooky, which is one that I've not heard of before, and I'm guessing, based on the artwork on the back of the box, that it might be quite an old one of theirs, so I will look that up. So it's learning about numbers, which again is perfect for little Miss C educationally at the moment. And it's sort of, I think the age range, suggested age range is 5 to 10, ages 5 to 10, and it's for 2 to 6 players. So that's something that hopefully myself and Mr. C can play with little Miss C, or she might be able to play with some of her friends when they come over for play dates. They've actually put on here the word complete as well on the label, something to look out for if you're in charity shops and looking at games or jigsaws. And again, that was just £1, so I think that's another absolute bargain. So that was in the local hospice shop, and also in there I had a look at books, and I'm on a promise not to buy any more fiction books, but instead I found this on the non-fiction shelf. So soap making. This is something that I've not done before, would really like to have a go at. I had a look at a kit back end of last year that I found in a charity shop, and the kit wasn't actually complete when I opened it up, so I couldn't justify buying it at the time. But this book was just £1.50, and it's soap making the natural way. 45 melt and pour recipes using herbs, flowers and essential oils. Now I've got a load of lavender still from when I went to the Hitchin Lavender Farm last year with Annie from Mamasaurus and a few other bloggers. So I need to find something to use that for. So this might be the way to do it. So I look forward to sitting down and reading that. And if that wasn't enough, in the same shop I then had a look at the clothes. And I looked at the clothes last week, and apart from one gorgeous coat which was unfortunately too small, there wasn't really anything that took my fancy. But today I've come up trumps with a nice dress. So this is actually a dress from George, which of course is the clothing range in Asda. So I'm going to hold that up for you. It's quite a slightly vintagey style number, not too long, belt around the waist. Now the belt isn't in the best of conditions, but I figure I can actually change the belt with the belt that I've got on another dress. And as for the pattern, I don't know how easy it's going to be for you to see, it's black with a sort of greyish pattern on it. Tried it on and it fits like a dream, to be honest with you, so really, really pleased with that. And that cost me a grand total of £6. So really pleased with that, and it's the kind of thing that I can see myself wearing either during the daytime, maybe in the winter with boots, or I could even put a pair of heels on with it or something like that. So really pleased with that. So having done the local hospice shop, I then moved down the parade of shops to one that's a Children's Society shop. Now this shop normally is fantastic for toys, games and kids stuff, and they get a lot of children's equipment donated there as well. And it's also the shop that I often look for old Ladybird books in, but unfortunately they've not had any now, well, since before Christmas, so a bit worried that my source has dried up there. So what I did do is I went to look at the Ladybird books, and in the basket where they had them, they had this, which might not look that exciting, Toy Story 2, but little Miss C had this book. She took it to school because they were studying toys at school, and unfortunately it got lost somewhere at school, and she's been heartbroken ever since, and our poor teacher has been searching to find it. Bearing in mind that original copy probably cost me 50p, I wasn't actually that worried, but she was understandably upset. So I found that today, which is brilliant for her, so I know she'll, like that when she comes home from school. But the way they do books in this shop is it's 3 books for 99p, and it seems to completely confuse the sales assistants if you just want one of these books, or if you try saying, look, I'll just take 2 and I'll give you 99p, it'll be fine. They get a bit all confused. So I actually just then picked up a couple of Mr. Men and Little Miss books as well. So the 3 books together just cost me 99p, and we're always building up a collection of these, and they're classics. So and then the other things I got in there was this, which is the Jolly Dictionary. So if you've got young children who are learning to read and using Jolly phonics to do so, you'll be familiar with the Jolly range of things. So this is a bit old for Little Miss C at the moment, but I thought it was a brilliant book and I've never seen it before. So this is a children's dictionary. It has obviously words in it, as you'd expect a dictionary to, and what they mean, but it's all done in a very, very child-friendly way. So there's pictures in there as well. When it has a word, so here it says Friday, a day of the week, noun. It also tells you to look at the word calendar and tells you what page that's on as well. So really, really helpful book. £1.99, so again, absolute bargain. It's the kind of thing that we'll keep and hopefully will be of great use to the children when they're that little bit older. And then my final find today is a skirt, and I love skirts, and I also love things from White Stuff, and that's exactly who this skirt is from. So it's kind of got this waistband, so it's a ribbon kind of tied on and then tied at one side, which I've not really seen before on their skirts. But I'm quite pleased with that. So this, again, looked in really good condition. I didn't actually try this on. I did try the dress on in the shop, but not this skirt because I was just running out of time at that point. £6.99. Again, really pleased with that. It's a good quality. It's a sort of cord skirt. It's not lined, this one. Some of their skirts are lined, but this one isn't. So yeah, really pleased. I think it'll team up well with just a plain jumper, either in a bright colour or maybe just simple black or something. So yeah, so some great finds today. Didn't spend that much money. Came away with some really useful things for the kids, things for me as well. And hopefully all the clothes will be nice when I've tried them on. So it just goes to show you might find nothing in a charity shop one day, but if you go back just a few days later, you can be in with some luck.